holiday season is busy. I mean, there's just a lot of stuff going on.
Tons of food going out, people coming in. It's lots of smaller parties at houses and businesses and corporations.
Heck, we can have 20 or 30 parties in a week, easily.
It's all gonna be designed, staged, loaded, packed, pulled.
It's tiring because you don't have a day off, and the kitchen is just running around the clock. Janice and the ladies and guys in the kitchen.
And lunches and dinners and some breakfast.
Pain, that's what it is. And we don't want to say what, ho, 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 blah, humbug. It's a little of both, you know, a little of both.
Schedule yourself to kind of run between a couple parties, you know, just to check on them, make sure they're up and going.
Athens, Georgia is home to the Georgia Bulldogs. An amazing music scene. And us, Epting Events. Just your average, everyday, family-owned catering company that travels all over the place. This is our story.
So what I'm trying to do is lay out the containers to get a look for the table, and then I will start deciding what food will go in the different containers. We got prosciutto, we've got hummus, all kinds of breads, sun-dried tomato tort, things like that. And I've already decided that I'm not gonna be able to get any decorations on this table, so I've got to get a bigger table. That's the reason you set it up here before you head out. No reason to get over there and say, oh Lord, wish we'd had. Now we'll plant it. Yeah, it's looking a lot better, We're doing pulled pork, we're doing down-home food, mashed potatoes and that kind of thing. Let's just bring in the pewter and heart pine tables in there. Now I'm wondering whether we should change the whole thing and go with porcelain, white porcelain.
That looks sharp.
All right, throw it away, put it back. All right, put it up.
Change your mind about this?
There's not necessarily one right answer, but there sure are some wrong ones.
Lee's changing things, moving around, flipping stuff over. That's how he designs, that's how he creates. Just move it till it's right.
So we changed it again. They kind of know what I'm doing. Well, then we got to start adding stuff to the menu. Oh, come on, Lee, think. Y'all go get something to drink. I got to get realistic on this thing a minute and just get my head wrapped around what we're doing.
Unscramble your brain, make it.
It's scrambled up. I look like this charcuterie station right here, one big scramble.
We're trying to get on the road. The truck's loaded. Keith's giving me the breakdown.
From the orange ties down strip backwards is Atlanta Lifestyles and Homes party, and then forward is some event that they're doing at the Shepherd Center.
So we got 4 hours to get to Atlanta, get that and get back.
Exactly.
Lee!
An interview at 4.
Lee!
And you're an hour late.
There's a lot of moving parts. There's a lot of delays. Sometimes Lee's one of those delays. He doesn't know if he's got everything, so he's backpedaling. He's doing his little shimmy sham Lee shake.
If you're bald-headed, your head slap freezes to get there.
You go get you one of these guys.
Well, I know, I got sleep in that damn thing, and every time I turn it over, it comes out.
He's waiting for the ether to come out. It's the good luck that lets him know, like, ooh, you know what I forgot? Meanwhile, I'm looking at it going like, you know what we forgot? Air in the tire.
The compressor is at the hill.
Oh!
Here it is, right here.
Am I doing this?
So we're going to do this.
Every party's got its challenges. Sometimes you gotta cross a river, so you cross a river. Gotta climb a mountain. This one, it's just a really steep driveway. It's like a huge ski jump. We back on up. Lee's kind of giving directions. If he was watching you give directions, he'd be yelling at you for not giving the two-handed signals.
That's experience.
Well, Atlanta Homes and Lifestyles has been sponsoring and producing this particular house, Hope for the Holidays, which used to be known as Christmas House, for years. And it's really, we're involved in all the show houses in Atlanta, but this one we put together. We choose the designers, so they come in. We have over 15 of Atlanta's and the Southeast best designers. They come in, they decorate the different rooms, and then they decorate them for Christmas. So it's so special. And you know, we say to everyone who walks through the house, our hope is that you find so much inspiration and so many ideas to take home with you. And I think from a decor standpoint, people certainly do that, but they also do it from a Christmas decorating, holiday decorating standpoint too. And this year the proceeds benefit the children's learning gardens of the Southeastern Horticultural Society, which is great because it's about family and it's about sustainable living, which we also try to incorporate into the houses.
Jenna called me up and she wanted me to donate the dinner or the cocktail party. If it makes that kind of impact on future generations, it's worth being a part of. And besides, they were honoring Tricky and Kathy Rayner of Parties to Die For. And they're my buddies over there. I mean, we've done weddings, we've done the botanical gardens, fundraisers. I'm gonna take care of them. Well, it's day 2 of this event, and it's time to set everything up and get it going. And I know that Kathy and Tricky gonna have plenty of stuff, but I always stop at the old Westinghouse plant out here and get a little roadkill. He's a magnolia. Since this place closed down for the last 20 years, they don't mind. Hell, they all dead and gone by now. Oh wow, that's what we'd like, to get some of those berries in there for Christmas time. I gotta get that one. I'll probably break my back trying to.
Dad's always picked up stuff from the side of the road or people's front yards, backyards, side yards, gardens, doesn't matter. If you're picking things that are growing at that time of year, it's gonna look better. It'll be partly in style with what people are wearing inside and what the aesthetic is of the whole party.
A weed is just an unloved flower, you know. Well, we say a weed is just an unsold flower. Although we did have a client one time that started itching because one of the kids working for us didn't know the difference between poison ivy and any other greenery. He put poison ivy down the table. So that kind of bit us a little bit. She's still a client though, and a friend.
Well, somebody else can bring that back. You got magnolia.
Look what we just hauled up there.
I got it for you. Trick and Kathy are always good for a laugh. They take it in stride. It was 21 degrees last night. Everything is frozen. Everybody's behind. All right, let me get a bar set up. Lord, I thought I was gonna walk in and it was all gonna be set. We have somebody who knows how to set up a bar. It's rained for 3 days and the tent ends up being 20 feet shorter than the original tent was. Lord of mercy, got to change the whole thing. It was a mud hole in the back behind the house, didn't have any grass or anything. So we had to go get plywood, bring up, put over the creek going through the middle of it. We had to put rugs over it. In the end, nobody knows what we've done. It feels right or it doesn't feel right. And in the heat of the battle, sometimes you just lose your shoes, and that's just what happens. I tell you one thing, when you lose your shoes, it lets you know how cold it is out there. We got God's refrigerator out here. It is 37 degrees. It's not even freezing, Jim. There's nothing to it. It's just like a good refrigerator.
You're still set on Athens. It's colder here.
Everybody's getting stuff done the last minute, but it'll pull together. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fun. Lord help me, please. It's time to get dressed. Sorta. I'm getting out of battle gear and into the best I can get into.
Here we are, cleaned up and ready for a party.
You guys have just worked miracles to put this together outside. It's really just a mass gathering of creativity and great personalities and unbelievable enthusiasm and energy. The decor that Tricky and Kathy have done, I mean, it's a glorious, glorious evening already, and it's just begun.
Our whole concept for designing this space and the adjacent space was that this would be a modern day speakeasy.
You know, it's unlike designing for a client because it allows us such creative freedom.
I've got 30% of the real estate in this house.
Wow, when you come in here and do that kind of thing, and you guys pay for this and do it yourselves.
This is really a testament to everybody getting involved and wanting to see me be a success.
It's kind of like when the Greeks built the Parthenon at the Acropolis in 9 years. Everybody comes together and they just do it, and that's what it's about. What's nice is it's benefiting the Southeastern Horticultural Society and all the things they do, which is improving the wellness of communities, which I think is just where we need to go.
Us being creative and doing our jobs becomes naturally to us. It's actually helping somebody. So I'm really excited about that.
Let's toast these ladies because they're the best.
It was the biggest turnout they ever had, and it was a great and successful event. The only bad part is when you got to clean it up at 2 o'clock in the morning. That's the rough part. Well, in the middle of all this, I'm getting ready for my Christmas party here. And you got to go get the Christmas tree.
So this year, I really did a great job avoiding and didn't participate in the Christmas tree at all, and it's the day of the Christmas party, like an hour before the Christmas party.
We get all the ornaments on there, all the lights, trees ready to go, and then we figure out there's a leak in the tub. We got 200-year-old boards on the floor. We're not gonna be letting this leak through the party.
I've gotten the wrong tub. I've got the one that's got a dent in it and right around the seam.
Yeah, a little damage control, a couple scratches, you know. Chicks dig scars, especially at Christmas time. Goes well underneath the mistletoe.
All it had was this little tiny hook that's, you know, screwed into the ceiling.
And I tie the top of the tree so it kind of hangs there, keeps the balance, you know. And I don't want the thing to blow up and catch on fire and burn the house down.
Here, if he's gonna be a minute to screw that in, why don't you go and I go grab some.
Okay, sure.
Sucker!
This is how Christmas carols are created.
Bring us some figgy pudding now. Where's the Christmas Crisis album? That's what I want to know.
Ashley's got an idea, Daniel's got an idea, I've got an idea. Between the three of us, we're gonna put it together and make it all happen come hell or high water. And there was high water right then.
All we need is a bucket and a tub and a tin and some plastic and some putty, some tape and some whatever else you need on there and some rocks to put it on there.
Whatever the crisis is, it makes it fun.
It's not fun, like it doesn't symbolize or represent fun to me.
Lee is the basis for the Berenstein Bears at Christmas.
Good times were had by all, and a Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
It's time for a party. Cocktail.